the short term, we want to be holding this market, but long term, it's very bullish that the market's approaching new highs. Now, in the short term, what we're concerned about is, one, I think the headlines aren't going to be as positive in the next 3 months as they were in the last 6. We've got higher gasoline. We're still going to have some effect from higher payroll taxes, and sequestration's taking place. I think these are going to put headline risks out there at a time when I think the market's not as well positioned to take bad news, because we've had a big move. Investors are more bullishly positioned already, and investment grade and high yield bonds have actually been pretty weak performers this year. But longer term, we're approaching highs that we haven't seen for 5 years and even 10 years at a time when corporate profits are not only stronger, but we have a big upturn in housing, autos, and construction about to happen, meaning the market has a lot of fuel over the next 4 years.
Talk to me about the retail investor, if you will. What is it going to take for the retail investor to be all in again?
I think the retail investor is beginning to become less fearful of stocks. Over the last 4 years, especially the last 10, because of the 2 huge bear markets we've had, I think investors don't trust equities. That's why we've seen outflows. But I think their psychology and their view towards stocks are really starting to change, partly because bonds aren't doing as well, but maybe moreover, just if you have a big expansion in the U.S. coming and we see a lot of growth, that's going to get investors interested in owning stocks, and I think that's what's going to happen over the next few years.
What's your advice? When we hit that record high, is that the time to get back in, or should people wait? And what percentage of a drop do you think they should wait for in order to get back in?
I think that I'm going to talk in S&P terms. I think the ideal entry point in the S&P today is 1400 to 1450, meaning if we're at 1515 or 1500 right now, I'd rather wait for the market to go lower before I buy rather than buy it at higher prices.